Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. Tyler Lockett, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Edwards. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved just as you...
Touchdown! Brian Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and we're tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Loose inside. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds so possession will stay the same. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Mitchell. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. This is intercepted. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Hopkins with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards on time for number 14.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Walker with another carry, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Young. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Mayfield on play action. Steps away. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. The Chargers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert got Edwards now on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second and 11 now, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert now. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Melton. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derek Young with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime reporter. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. And CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run over center with Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of their last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 149 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On the counter, Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. no gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
The toss left side for Mitchell. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play. My quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Boy, 199 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to Mitchell here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one.